You know what? Screw these dudes. We don't need them, they need us, okay? We run the world, okay? Sis, screw him. I want you to remember you're the prize. And if anybody else says less, tell them to eat up.
There's no one like you around. Really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. I really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hey, y'all back to my channel. Hey, y'all back to my channel. Duh, y'all back to my channel, and today I'm just gonna jump straight into it. I want to talk to my girls, or for whoever this resonates with. I want to give you guys 5 things not to do. I repeat, if you can hear me on a megaphone, I repeat 5 things not to do after a breakup, yeah? Because after a breakup, you need to get yourself back up, and I'm here to really give you those tips, and this accent is really insane. But anyways, yes, 5 things not to do after a breakup. And I'm here to be your accountability partner. And you know, breakups are hard. Breakups can be difficult. Even if it's not a breakup and you and your situationship ended, your sneaky link ended, whatever it is, either way, heartbreak is not easy. And I know. And that's what I'm giving y'all just from experience. Just a little experience of things not to do. But before I continue this video, go ahead and subscribe, whatever languages that says subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you guys like this video and share this video. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, let's start this. So the first thing I suggest you do not do immediately after breakup, and honestly it depends if it ended off on good or bad terms, but I'm just gonna assume, let's just say it ended off on not the best terms. Do not stalk their social media. Do not do it. It is not worth it. Don't try to look up their page. Don't create a fake account to look at their page, especially if you're blocked. I want you to ask yourself, what am I doing this for? Besides their well-being, you know they're fine. They are alive and well. I promise, they are alive. You would know if something happened. They are alive. But you really have to ask yourself, what am I searching for? Because I feel like when you're going on their page, you're gonna start assuming, you're gonna start creating scenarios. You are just in an emotional, vulnerable state, and you see that person is out, X, Y, and Z. You're gonna assume, who is he with? What is he talking about? Definitely gonna be assuming like the worst case scenarios. You're probably thinking he's so happy, he's living his life, he's probably moved on, or she moved on, and now they moved on to a new relationship, all because you just saw 2 plates in their story, you know? And I get it. I've been there. I get it. You assume the worst just looking at their page, especially if you're blocked. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Not that I experienced it, this is not about me, but then you're gonna be looking at their follower count, right? Like each day you be checking, like, dang, he increased the follower. Like, who's he following? Is it a girl? Are they together? Like you will literally think of the craziest things during that moment. So I suggest during that time, for your well-being, do not look at their page. And I know it's hard. Do not even ask your friends to search.
So what is he doing? Is he okay? Is he with another girl?
No. This is for the friends, real quick, of the person that is brokenhearted, going through a breakup. Do not cave in. Do not You have to be strong for your friend during that moment and tell them, no, I am not searching their social media. I'm not gonna do it. And it's gonna be hard because, you know, seeing your friend be down, and I understand that. And like I said, I've done that where I would literally harass my friends to just stalk and look at whoever I used to date page. And I really do appreciate the times, because there were some times they would do it, but I do appreciate sometimes when they told me no, because honestly, it's none of my business what they do. And you know, social media, you have to remember, it's what you put out there. Just because they appear happy online does not mean they're not going through it as well. But yeah, that's my first tip. Do not stalk your social media. Now, tip number 2, do not immediately start dating after a breakup. And I mean like a week after, or even like 3 weeks or a month. I feel like you need to take that time to really process and really go through your emotions. I am an advocate like to feel those emotions, and I'm not saying be down and sad for like years. Eventually, yes, we're gonna have to move on and date. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with reflecting back on a relationship and just process like, okay, what did I learn from this experience? What will I not carry into my new situation? Or what will I bring into the new situation? I just feel like you need that time to heal. You need that time to just really grow. Regardless, there's some areas we can always work on in relationships, and I always encourage embrace your single season. And I know people that would literally go from relationship to relationship to relationship, and I'm like, bro, like, do you even take time for yourself? And loneliness is a real thing, and trust me, I understand. But I feel like that is the most important part, where you really get to heal, you really process. And I feel like once you feel like you're feeling a little better and healing, and actually take that time for yourself, then okay, then you could start dating. Who am I? I'm not gonna tell you when to start dating, but just my opinion, I would not recommend that you try to date so quickly after a breakup. Tip number 3, do not seek revenge back at that person. It is genuinely not worth it. And if you believe in God like I do, and it literally says it in the Bible, in Romans 12, it says, dear friends, never take revenge. Leave that to the righteous anger of God. I will take revenge, I will pay them back, says the Lord. And I truly believe it. Vengeance is in God's hands. I feel like it's mad energy to kind of like sit down and mastermind and plan revenge on a person. Like, I don't have time for it. It's way too much energy. You're allowed to feel anger, you're allowed to feel any emotions, but I feel like when you take it into your own hands and try to get back at him or her, talk about,
oh, well, I'm about to sleep with his best friend, about to sleep with his brother, I'm about to sleep with his daddy.
At the end of the day, how does that make you look? Like, honestly, what does that do for you? And I promise you, God is going to handle those that have done you wrong. So I would suggest, even if you're angry, talk to your friends about it. If you need to go to a kickboxing class, if you need to break some plates, whatever you have to do to handle your anger, do it. But do not take it in your own hands and try to seek revenge or be petty. Like, yeah, I understand there's some things we could be petty, like maybe posting a sub online, whatever. But to do all the extraness and just literally try to go seeking revenge, especially physically, you are so much better than that, queen. You are so much worth more than that. And we're not trying to show him we pressed. We are not. I don't care what you do behind closed doors. If you gotta cry it out, talk it out, whatever, but we ain't showing these boys no more how much power they will have over us. They do not have that much power where we have to go seek revenge. It's not worth it. I promise it's not worth it. Give it to God, and I promise he's gonna handle it. And it may not be on your timing. It may not be on your time, because trust me, there's some dudes, I'm just like, God, if you could just handle this right now. But trust me, he be handling it somehow, some way. So number 4, which I know it's like the hardest thing not to do, but like I said, it depends on how the breakup ended. But if I'm mainly talking for the people, if it was a messy breakup, please do not contact them. Please, especially if it was such a chaotic, toxic relationship, do not contact them. Sis, it's time to break free, especially if he was not treating you right, he did not respect you, it was just too much toxicity in that relationship. Do not contact them. You do not want to restart that cycle. You do not want to go backward. If that relationship continued to affect your mental health and there was no peace, please do not contact them. Like, whatever you have to do, if you have to write in your notes, if you have to pretend you're talking to him by texting your friend or writing a letter and never sending it out, I do encourage that. Of course, you don't want to bottle in how you feel. Like I said, depending on how the relationship ended, if y'all ended off in friend, like mutually as friends, cool, if y'all want to keep in contact. But if not, just don't write them. Please don't. And even if they write you, I mean, to your own discretion, I don't know, but I'm just saying, if that person was really a piece of crap and it was just unhealthy, don't respond. We're trying to move forward, we're trying to elevate, and like I said, you deserve better. So do not reach out. And you'll notice throughout the days, the more days you don't contact them, it really becomes a routine. You'll get so used to it. And I truly believe in the saying, it takes 21 days to build a habit. I really find that to be true. Like, it just gets easier. And I'm not saying you're not gonna think about them, that's totally normal, or how they're doing, but contacting them, you do not want to go backwards. So do not contact them. You guys are broken up for a reason, and trust God, just don't contact them. Okay, last and not least, and the most important, number 5, do not stop living your life. Heartbreaks, I understand it is the hardest thing to do, but life does continue. And don't stop living your life because of an idiot, okay? I promise they are living their lives and you should not stop living yours. Whether that means hanging out with friends, going shopping, traveling more, taking up new skills and new hobbies, I feel like that's the best one. Keep your mind preoccupied, keep your mind busy, fill yourself up, fill into your cup, and just really take that moment to really love yourself. And now you're just back to being just you. And it sounds scary, but I promise you, it is something, I don't know, it's just something about like just being single that feels so free. And don't get me wrong, you know, being laid up with somebody is really nice. It really is. But one thing I had to learn, just because you have history and you're familiar with that person does not mean that they're good for you. And sometimes I think we get stuck with comfort that makes us stay, but you will find love again. I promise, love is still out there. Everybody has somebody out there that was designed for them. So how would you know if you're not out there exploring and living your life? You will meet your match. So definitely do not stop living your best life. If you have to get dressed up, do your makeup, get your hair done, explore the town, or my guys, get your haircuts, buy some sneakers, whatever the case may be, just live your life, have fun, and just like, you're gonna see a difference when you start pouring into yourself and just try to make yourself happy. So yeah, those are definitely my tips. And one thing as well, just because you see your ex, I don't know, I just feel led to say this, but just because you see your ex, well, even though you shouldn't be on their social media, but even if you hear or see, like in person, wherever the case may be, just see your ex appear to be happy online, social media is all a game. Social media is not real. Like, I could put I'm out with my friends and really back home crying, wondering why and X, Y, and Z. You know, you control your narrative on social media. So, and even if that's the case, he's happy, you deserve to be happy too. So don't worry about what the next person is doing and what's going on. Like, just literally focus about yourself. And plus, sis, they always try to come back. They always try to come back. All right, remember, you got the power. You got the power. All right, you got the power. All right. I'm Christian and I ain't gonna say it. You got the power. Well, God has power. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we are just so amazing. And yeah, so I just want to say that just because they appear happy online does not mean behind closed doors they're not going through it too. And one thing I noticed about guys, breakups don't be hitting them until like months later. Watch, I'm telling you, when you start living your life for some reason, this is the weirdest thing. When you don't reach out, when you stop caring, when you're literally just living your life, making yourself happy, I don't know if they have like a detector on their head or something where they track your happiness or when you moved on. But that's when they contact you and try to play these mind games and try to get back with you. Boy, bye. I don't got time for it, okay? I promise. They be watching you. They low-key, I don't care how bad it ended or who blocked who. They are watching you. It is the weirdest thing, but they're still watching you. So if they're watching, give them a performance. A natural performance. But like, show you are not worried about that little boy. Like, show you're not worried about them. Like, ugh. Anyways, that concludes my video today. These were 5 things not to do after a breakup. Remember, queen, remember, king, you are worth it, you are valuable, and life continues after a breakup, and you will find happiness, especially within yourself, and finding happiness with somebody else is just an addition. So I hope your heart gets better. I hope it heals, and it will heal. And I hope this video was a bit helpful if you're going through a breakup or a situationship that ended, whatever the case may be. I hope this was helpful. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.